all right. Let's see. I want to make sure the game comes up perfect. There it is. We are seeing it. Okay, so the other day, I built a character on stream. Built an oracle. Built an oracle that I was going to use for an angel path, and I started thinking about it. I started thinking about what I wanted to do in the game, what I really wanted my character to be like. And I haven't played through Path of the Righteous in full. I think I've beaten the first act like a couple of times, but I've never played through the whole game. And I want to, but I just haven't made it there yet. And I wanted my first playthrough to be with an angel, but the more I started thinking about the oracle that I built and kind of what I wanted it to do, it didn't really fit the fantasy or the headcanon that I had for this character. So I thought about it some more, and I'm kind of on the fence. I've got two builds that I kind of want to do. One is like they're both spell fencers, kind of, picture one hand, dodging some attacks, parrying some attacks, that kind of thing with spells buffing them. But rather than going the Divine Caster route, what I think I want to do is switch it up and go Sword Saint, and be a frontline guy, infuse my sword, infuse myself to make me better at fighting. And I think that's what I really want this character to do. So one hand open for casting spells, one hand holding a sword that we parry all of our attacks with and dish out some pain. Infuse a little bit of magic into our sword play. And really kind of, I think what I picture this, and probably with the stuff behind me, it probably gives it away. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so maybe like a Jedi using this extra power that I have access to that maybe other people don't, to make me a little bit better than them in martial prowess. All right, so we're gonna start again. We're gonna do main story. I am playing on Core. I've played a lot of tabletop RPGs before, Pathfinder, D&D being the big ones, but some others as well. So I do feel comfortable playing on Core, I think. I'll let it humble me here in a bit. Let me double check actually everything here. Critical hits are normal. Auto level up off. That's important for me. I like leveling characters myself. That's actually what I find to be the most fun part of these games, is the number crunching and building. I'm not good at it, but I find it the most fun. Increased enemies, that's fine. We're going parry heavy build, so we're cool with that. Yeah, I'm liking it. Alright, so we're going to jump in. We're going to... Honestly, I really like this character Splash. She's got the sword down here. She's got the spells in the offhand. I really kind of do picture this being my character. There are some other cool ones that we could... Like, this one's not bad. She got like a little spell dagger down there, but that screams bard to me, right? Not a bard. I've got the portrait pack too, so I mean there are plenty of pictures we could look at. This guy is like what we're doing, right? He's got the sword in one hand, a little bit of magic in the other. This is another perfect picture for what we're looking at. Building. But I tend to like female characters in role-playing games. So I think we're going to stick with this one. Andrew, is that you? Okay. Alright. We're going to come in here, and what we're doing... Swords and magic. Straight up scream. Magus. Magus. The Magus is spell class. Alright, so what this is... They use melee attacks, they use spells. They're not a full spellcaster, right? So they lose out on this last bar. They could do control, because they have access to some wizard spells, so they could control, but they're not the best at it. They could support, I guess. They could have some good defense. We're going to build ours to have great defense, actually. And not range combat, right? right? So melee and spells are really our big thing that we're leaning into. And specifically, I want to do a sword save. But we'll talk about kind of what we're comparing or what we're giving up from the base class. So base class, they can use light armor, they can use simple and martial weapons, they can use cantrips, and they get their big shtick is the arcane pool. An arcane pool, you can read this if you want, right? I'll hover over it. But the big shtick of it is they get points as they level up and progress in the class, and they can use those points to do things with their weapon. So like at the first level, can expend 1 point from the arcane pool as a swift action to grant their weapon they're holding a +1 enhancement bonus for 1 minute. For every 4 levels beyond first, the weapon gains another +1 enhancement bonus to a +5 at 17th level. These bonuses can be added to the weapon, stacking with existing enhancements to a maximum of +5. Right, so I can get up to a +5 total, whether the weapon is a vanilla nothing to it weapon. At 17th level I can give it a full +5, or if I have a magic weapon that has a really good effect but maybe is only a +2, I can use an arcane point to still bump it up to a +5 by giving it the additional like +3 or +2, I forget what example I used, right? At 5th level, I can add additional properties to my weapon. I can give it Flaming Flame Burst, Frost Icy Burst, Keen Shock, Shocking Burst, or Speed. Adding these properties consumes an amount of bonuses equal to the property's base price modifier. These properties are added to the weapon already. Has duplicates, do not stack. The weapon is not magical. At least a +1 enhancement bonus be added before any other properties can be added. These bonuses and properties are decided when the arcane point is... Ooh, wrong button. Is something. We'll find out. That's where I was. Bonuses are decided when the arcane point is spent. It cannot be changed until the next time the Magus uses this ability. These bonuses do not function if the weapon is wielded by anyone other than the Magus. Okay, so we get the basic gist. I get an arcane pool. I can enhance my weapon with extra magical powers. Again, kind of infusing my spells into my sword. That's the gist of arcane pool. Next up, we have spell combat. At first level, learns to cast spells and wield weapons at the same time. This functions much like two-weapon fighting. The offhand weapon is a spell that is being cast. To use this ability, the Magus must have one hand free while wielding a light or one-handed melee weapon in the other. As a full round action, he can make all of his attacks with a melee weapon at a -2 penalty and can also cast a spell from the Magus spell list with a casting time of 1 standard action. Any attack roll made as part of this spell also takes this penalty, right? So this is saying I swing my sword with one hand and then I launch a fireball with the other, or whatever type of spell I want to use. Now, I'm probably not casting a lot of fireballs. Again, this is not a full spellcaster, so we're probably not doing that. But if we need a clutch grease spell to knock people down, if we need a ray spell to zap somebody that is going to blow us up the next round from far away, if we need to dimension door back to safety. But more than likely what we're probably going to be doing is casting the shield spell to up our AC, or casting mirror images, if you will, to make sure that we're not getting blown up in melee combat, right? That's kind of the gist of it. Let's see, we also have Spell Strike at 2nd level. Cast any spell with the range of touch from their Magus spell list. He can deliver the spell through any weapon he's holding as part of the melee attack. So again, this is just saying I'm going to swing my sword, and instead of me swinging my sword and then casting Shocking Grasp, since Shocking Grasp has a range of touch, I can actually deliver that through my sword. Now, this doesn't specify range touch or melee touch, so there's also a couple other neat things that we can do. We can infuse that spell into our sword, so as we would hit with our sword, we deliver the spell. Now, some people may be asking, why would you want to do that when you can already swing your weapon and hit with a sword? And it really comes down to this piece down here. The attack uses the weapon's critical range and modified by keen weapon property or similar effects. So if we infuse our Shocking Grasp into our sword that already has a 18 to 20 crit range, and we put Keen on it from our Arcane pool to increase it a little bit further. I don't know if Rapier is 18 to 20 crit range. I pulled that out my ear. But anyway, whatever that crit range is, we can now crit our Shocking Grasp that we've delivered through our sword a little bit better and more easily. And that's pretty much the point of Spell Strike. All right, so that's the basic, right? So now we switch over to Sword Saint, and it's like, well, what changes, right? We lose our light armor, simple weapons, and martial weapons. Not a huge thing, but that's what we do. Instead, we get to pick a weapon. We get a chosen weapon, and of that chosen weapon, we get weapon focus. It's essentially saying we're picking one weapon at the start and we're devoting our life to it. Again, kind of that throwback thing that I was talking about. We're a Jedi. We're picking the one weapon that we're going to be good with, and we're going to use it. We've still got our Arcane pool, we've got Spell Combat, we've got Spell Strike that we already talked about. We're adding in our Canny Defense. This is going to allow us to add some of our intelligence to our armor class as we progress and level up, which is good because we don't have light armor proficiency. And I'm not picking up light armor proficiency. All right, what else do we have? We've got our Arcana that we would have had through normal progression. It's a choice that we can pick. These are different enhancements that we can do to our sword and things like that. We've got Perfect Strike. Now this is where it starts to get pretty cool for the Sword Saint. We can spend one point from our Arcane pool in order to maximize the weapon damage. We just don't roll for damage, we just maximize it, right? So cool ways that we can continue to enhance things. We also pick up fighter training, so some of our Sword Saint levels are going to count as fighter levels, so we can pick up things like weapon specializations to increase our damage overall. We lose some armor progressions, but that's okay because we've got our Canny Defense, which is going to help offset that. But yeah, so this is going to be the base of the build. Now, what we're also going to do, we're going to splash like crazy to make this a little bit better as we go. So we're going to take some Sword Saint levels. We're going to take a level of Monk so that we can add some extra defenses in. We're going to take 2 levels of Paladin specifically, so we can pick up Divine Grace later on, so we can add our Charisma bonus, or our Charisma modifier to our saving throws as bonuses. And we're taking 1 level of Witch. And we're taking Witch so that we can pick up a Hex. We're taking the Ice Plate Hex, which says +2 AC. We also get a Familiar with that, which gives us a Lizard, which is another AC. So we get 3 AC from dipping into Witch, essentially. 4 levels that we're taking outside of Sword Saint. And so overall, level 16 in Sword Saint gives us Counter Strike and everything behind it. Pretty decent Arcane pool, pretty good defenses, reflexes, which lets us make a lot of attacks of opportunity. So that's going to go back into that parrying and hitting people kind of thing that we were talking about. I think this is going to be pretty cool overall. All right, so Sword Saint, we got this cool build. We're going to keep it basic. We're going to just build a human, right? So why are we taking a human? Mostly because I like extra skill points and I like a feat when I can fit them in. I like the feat a lot. I really like the feat. This build is going to need a lot of feats, and since it is a caster martial hybrid, it doesn't get a ton on its own. And the early part of the game is the hardest, so I think taking a feat early will help round that out. Skilled is just, it's nice. We don't need it. It's a quality of life thing. We also get to put a +2 anywhere we want it to be. All right. Jumping in here, we have a couple of choices for our background. We can do Pickpocket so that we get Trickery and Stealth added on to our, what do you call these things? Skills that we can use. We could do, I like Daredevil. All right. These don't really help us much. We add mobility as a class skill. We gain 2 AC against attacks of opportunity. I don't really think I'm going to be generating that many of those. Or we can take something from the Noble line. And the reason I would take something from the Noble line, they all have Rapier as a proficiency. Now, we're going to get the proficiency from our class. So instead, what we're going to do is get a +1 bonus to it. Now, I like Courtier. You get Persuasion and you get Trickery. I like Trickery, and being that I'm going to be a Dex-heavy character anyway, me being able to take care of lockpicking and disarming traps and stuff just seems good. So I'm actually going to go ahead and lock in on Courtier. So we've helped people in the courts. We've talked our way out of situations in the past. We've picked up maybe some magic from the court mages, and we have some martial prowess. All right, what are we actually going to be doing? I think an 18 there is nice. I don't know if we're going to be able to keep that. We can take a couple of points out of strength. We can probably take all of our points out of strength, truthfully. Let's think. Pros and cons here. Help me out. Let's think through this, chat. How do we want to do this? Dex is going to be our hit, our damage, bonus to AC. That's good. We want some charisma. We're going to be using that later. We need intelligence to cast our spells. So we can cast up to level 6 spells, so if we have a 16 intelligence, we're going to be able to cast all of our spells right off the bat without any plus intelligence gear. That feels pretty good. Plus, we're going to be able to take that +3 and add it to our AC later too, so that just doesn't feel bad. I like it. Alright, moving on. I want mobility. I want 3 points in mobility, specifically because when you have mobility 3, you get a bonus to fighting defensively. And we're going to be, since we are a tank, we're going to be on the front line. We're going to be fighting defensively some. We're taking Trickery. We talked about that one already. We want Perception, Persuasion, use magical devices. Perception is important because we're going to be on the front line. We want to not step on traps. Persuasion, we're a main character. We talk to people. We're a courtier. We talk to people. That's important. And use magical devices. Gosh dang it, we've got some magical prowess. Let's use it. All right. That's how we're going to set up there. All right, we're going to do a weapon finesse so that we can use our dexterity to hit. We're going to pick something here. It doesn't matter really because we're going to go and pick our chosen weapon. And our chosen weapon is going to be our, where is it? It's going to be our rapier if we can find it. There it is. Okay. So that's what we're going to use. Now we can go back to this second feat that we picked. And we can do Fencing Grace now that we have a weapon focus in our weapon of choice. We can now take Fencing Grace in that weapon to be able to add our Dex modifier to our damage. So now we've got Dex to hit and Dex to damage. Alright, couple of spells that we get to pick. Let's get a little bit of stealth. Let's get True Strike. Let's get Shield. Magic Missile is just a really great spell. Might need to run fast occasionally. Let's pick that up. And just for a little bit of crowd control, I like Grease. It's probably not the best spell for us. It's probably not the main things that we're going to be using. But I like it. I'm actually going to get rid of True Strike. I don't think I'm ever going to use it. I do like Shocking Grasp, though. All right. Okay, so what we want to be mindful of here is we're going to take Monk and Paladin later, so we actually do need to be lawful good. Since we need to be lawful good, we're looking at good deities to pick. I'm actually just going to go Iomedae. We are a crusader, and we're in the city. So Iomedae, lawful good. Kind of boring, but that's what we're going to do. That's not one. This one? 13, 12. There it is. Okay. Our picture... We had that kind of like ash-colored hair. And let's get some more color into our outfit. The blues and blacks and things are kind of dark. Yeah, it looks a little better. A little better still. Okay.
A mere flesh wound. I failed.
I like the reserved voice. Her name. Cyril Spellstrike. Because, you know, we strike with spells, kind of.
Let us bide our time.
Overall, this is what our character is going to look like straight out of the bat. We got a 14 armor class. No bab. Our melee attacks look like garbage right now because we don't have our chosen weapon. We've got pretty good skills, though. I mean, a 9 in trickery right out the bat, 7 persuasion, 6 magical devices. Looking good. Alright, we're gonna jump on in. Here we go. Alright.
Somebody! We got a wounded fighter. Can we get a healer over here?
No, I did spell my name wrong. I wanted to be Cyril. I missed the R in there. No. Dagnabbit. We're gonna rush through that again. Try to clean this up a little. Bruh. I saw messages come into Discord from you and David, and I was like tabbing over to read them and not paying attention. Like, damn it. Oh well. We'll get this rebuilt real quick here. Real fast. We know what we're doing. Oops. I mean, you should have just been able to use chat. There should be a chat on the side of the stream. Do you not? How do you not know how Twitch works? Dude, there's definitely supposed to be a chat. Like, I don't know what you did, but there's supposed to be a chat. Shit.
flesh wound. My skills exceed yours.
Oh my gosh, can't do anything. Alright,
I failed.
there it is. I switched one spell as I went through too. Dropped Expeditious Retreat for Burning Hands. Oh well, character creation's a lot faster when I don't explain everything that I'm doing. And, you know, just remaking the character that I've already made. So this is actually the character that I was making last night while we were playing League. I'm just taking it one level at a time to go through the campaign.
We got a wounded fighter. Can we get a healer over here?
Now that I know that I can kind of what I'm looking at and what I want to do.
Why would you drag a wounded fighter into the middle of the festival square? Couldn't she be carted off somewhere else like, oh, I don't know, an infirmary? Or an accommodating ditch?
I mean, I kind of want to play some League now that you're on, though.
Make room, everyone. Step back. Now, what's the matter? What happened to her?
Are you already in a game?
The wound looks nasty. Who
Okay,
did
let me get
to
through
her?
this opening scene and I'll save it.
Okay.
And we can play some League. How's that sound? If you want to get mad. I want to get mad. Alright.
Here. I
Ow!
be quick about it before it's too late.
I'm a crusader. I came to fight demons.
My dear prelate.
This is what happens like every time I start playing Pathfinder. Like, single player game and all, like you jump on, David jumps on, somebody's like, hey, let's go play. And I'm
Cast
like,
off the veil of
Alright.
suffering flesh. I accept your thanks. But my work is not yet done. I do not know, sir, but do...
yeah, because you're like, I'm gonna play some League. And I'm like, oh, there we go, I guess we're playing League. We'll play some League. I mean, I might as well, I guess, huh? Yeah, let's stream. Let's stream some League. All right. Oh man, how do I set it up? Hold on. They are gonna see me get angry. No kidding. Why does it not? Doesn't seem to want to capture my League of Legends client. I've definitely been able to do it in the past. I just don't. Like it doesn't seem to want to just work though. Let's see if I delete that. And then I do source, add a screen capture. All right, that'll work. Go ahead, cue us up. And this one can be any full screen applications, which should override our screen capture. Meanwhile, let's also get the Professor up and running. That's right. Otherwise, is it really League? Oh.
I do not tolerate cowardice.
Jungle, jungle, jangle, jangle, jungle, jangle, jangle, jungle. Jingle, 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 jungle, jungle. Jangling. We jangling. Clickety clop, clickety clop, clickety clop. Clickety clop. Ooh, what kind of skin is that? Cosmic. I think I like that one. We can make it do with that one. I really don't like Alawi. I think you play that champion just because you know I don't like Alawi. Most of the time. What are you talking about? Well, that's probably true. I'm playing it, other people can't.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Bet I can do this.
Minions have spawned.
Can you transcend mediocrity?
No, what are you gonna do with an extra ward? Right? Die to Kha'Zix 3 times and say and think, need a jungler and a ward. Clickety clop, clickety clop, clickety. I don't like their team. Clickety clop, clickety clop. I just kind of looked up and I'm like, Kha'Zix can kill me, Akali can kill me. They've got an Ezreal on their team, so that guy's probably a Smurf. Now, if it was on my team, I would know it's just a waste of space kind of guy. But since it's on their team, probably the best damn Ezreal in the world. Nowhere that we can really gank. We've got a good couple of seconds before Scuttle comes up. He's already been up here. Oh, he's mid now. I don't have smite for. Say I already got it anyway. That's fine. He's gonna be bot lane. Careful. No, because he's definitely bot. Yep, there he is. Showing bot now. No, but he probably did back. I'd be expecting him to go top and look for void grubs. I'm going to go towards my top jungle. We got 25 seconds on voids, so I would love some help with them. Just to keep him out of his hand. Oh, he's definitely top. I see him. Alright, I just hit level 5. That's okay. Just kind of body block it, right? Bluff with the ult. You know what people don't want to do? Fight an Alawi in a pit with ult. I need to get going down south. If I was him, I'd be looking to go dragon. Oh, we got a ward on it? Is this... What? I feel like we might be getting bumped. What? Fuck, bot lane didn't move up. But Lulu somehow beat them to the roam in our jungle. I'm not going over there. Fucking bot lane's AFK. God damn it, I gotta go over there. Alright. Alright. Thank God he missed smite. Yeah, he smitted and it was at like 50 hit points and I'm like, well, smiting that. Yoink. Between that and the kill on him, I hit 6, so I'm like, well, let me just catch this Lulu real quick, and we'll get that cleaned up, too.
Don't even think about it.
That Akali's gonna be a problem, though. She's just probably screening for the Akali, who was like 7 hit points. We've got 1 minute on voids again. plants in the river. That'd be too damn convenient, huh? Alright, Kha'Zix bot. I mean, and that's all 6 for us. Assuming that we don't fuck this up or Kayle comes in and takes one. I would like to go top on Kayle after this too. Okay. Well, she's super far overextended. That's Flash. I'm actually okay with that, truthfully. Kali's 4 kills strong. Yeah, just a couple seconds on Drake. Oh, Soraka, what are you doing? She stunned him and you like ran back into her. Can we go Rift? I don't have Smite for that. 30 seconds. Help, help, help. Fucking everybody here. Fucking Lulu, fucking Hecarim, fucking Akali's moving. Soraka is fucking useless because she ults like hella fucking late. Like, it must be so nice to have a mid laner. We can't win against a 7-kill Akali. I just... Hold on. Do we have an Ashe? I went in too early. But we've got 6 Void Grubs, so you should take that tower, right? Nope, you're gonna have to back. Press B, press B, press B, press B. Press B if you want to finish. Press B. Oh, they're pushing mid. Go, go, go. Keep on tower. Fuck it. I really don't like how far up they are. Right, they were about to get flanketed.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Doesn't matter. She blew everything she had on me. I wish Ash would stay protected. Honestly, though, like, we just it'd still be good.
Has been slain.
I mean, without 80 carry, it probably would have been alright to go Baron. But our Ash needs to back after that big fight. What was that? 4 towers, like a couple of kills. And she stayed alive through all of it, so she's got some pretty good money. Ollie's off the map, they can't Baron. Ezreal's not there. We give that dragon too. Man, isn't this what happened like yesterday? We were super far ahead when I jungle, and then the team just does stupid ass shit. Thank you, but we shouldn't have to. We need to get that wave pushed out. We need to make sure they don't come in. But with Inhib down mid, we have a play to go Baron, or at least bait Baron. I highly doubt they have vision on it. Destroy the Nexus, buy a potion. Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to kill a Kale. I mean, her ult pretty much just says, nope. But then even before that, they play so scared under tower. But even her being under tower, it kept the farm away from her. You got farm, and you were able to trickle down and get void grubs. And I mean, it may not seem like much, but each time we hit a tower, those void grubs pop out because we got all 6. That was then tower shots that had to hit the void grubs, right? Mm-hmm. But, to be fair, that's why I hate Alawi. I'm like, okay, you win lane. What are you gonna do? Split push, zone, tank a little bit. Okay, well, there are characters that just do that better and win harder while they're doing it. Like, even your Trundle pick, like, Trundle eats towers, right? I like Garrett, and I think your Garen is very good. I think you bring so much more presence when you play Garrett. And Garen also has that innate, like, when you see a Garen, you're like, ah, shit, that guy's gonna kill me. Like, I'm just scared of it. No. Yo, Japanese porn. Why are there so many tentacles? Your set has been pretty rough. I'm saying I'm the one that has to like watch the fallout from those games.
Let's find some friends.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I don't think trigger happy is a bad thing. On set, his Q gives you movement speed and pretty good damage. Oh man. Andrew's waking up.
Minions have spawned.
I just hear his door opening and closing.
Okay.
It's Felice. Well, her and Candace decided to go get their nails did. Also, she works Monday through Friday.
Let's find some friends.
That is also a predicament.
Okay.
I'm trying to decide if I go to his red or if I just say, screw it, I don't need a red buff. Andrew, go lay down.
Come play with me.
First blood.
That's not what you want to see. Probably.
An enemy has been slain.
Well, that was pretty silly of him.
Come play with me. Hey, come back.
Oh, I missed.
Where are we going? Where are we going? Okay. Come play with me. Let's find some friends.
How close to 6 are you? Okay.
Where are we going?
I think we can kill him without 6 if I can get in here. Go, go, go. Go, go, go.
An ally has been slain. You have slain an enemy.
I think it was. I couldn't really tell if it was a flash or just graphic issue. I think it was flash.
Let's find some friends.
Oh.
Come play with me.
Oh.
Aw. Okay.
I want to see about these void grubs up here. Ah! My smite didn't go off. He ghosted. Come on, come on, come on. You gotta finish him. Ah! Are you kidding? Like, fucking Ari is CSing over there while we've got 3 people almost dead and gave up void grubs.
An
Like,
ally has been slain. Double kill.
man. I mean, at least bot lane's coming online, I guess, but, like, holy cow. There's no reason, like, we shouldn't have got all 3 of those kills.
Come play with me. Hey, come back.
Are you fucking kidding? Like, she's just running at us with her ult, and we're not, like... Like, there's no fucking damage. Like, why would...
Okay.
I'm so over this shit, man.
An ally has been slain.
We should have already won this fucking game. Like, 3 kills that we just let walk away in mid is fucking stupid. I have 0 objective pressure because we have 0 mid lane pressure. It's just so obnoxious.
Killing spree.
Come play with me.
Double kill.
Void Grubs are coming back up. He got all 3 last time, so we really need to get over there.
An ally has been slain.
Here he comes. And we have no mid laner. Thank you.
Find some friends.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is that you that followed, subscribed, something? I don't know. I heard the chime go off. Actually,
An ally has been slain.
huh, no. It's for the follow. Thank you. I know you don't. You're a bum. Alright, what do we have?
Aw. Okay.
Alright, Ari, you gotta press R. Gotta get in there, girl. Oh, you missed everything. Just donating.
Has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Aw.
Has been slain.
I'm just donating too, though. Teleport coming top. Ugh. I think we're ghosted too, but I'm not sure. How is our mid laner like 2 levels down? We just hit level 2. He's been in lane the whole fucking game, except for when he went bot to donate a kill. I'm still so salty over, like, how do you not move 3 steps forward when there's 3 kills on the table? Like, all you have to fucking do is walk forward.
Let's find some friends.
I think I want to make a play for top, so we can try to take Herald, so we can open up the map. I mean, I honestly don't even care about dragons, and our team fucking sucks. Like, if 80 carry and support can make a play for it, cool, but...
Ally has been slain.
No,
An enemy has been
that's
slain.
the other thing. Hey, we got that dragon. I'm a good jungler.
Turret has been destroyed. Enemy killing spree. Enemy double kill.
That's gonna be a problem. Tristana's gonna be a problem.
Let's
You might need to come this way. I don't know if I missed red buff or if they're taking my red buff. Okay, I missed red buff. Lost mid too. Ugh, we just lost 3 fucking towers. I mean, I'm glad we got Drake off of that, but yeah, that's the thing for 3 towers. Yeah, you're definitely dead.
Slain.
Where are we going?
Nope. My damage dealer's back the fuck off. I am so over this mid laner. Like, why did she go back to kill a fucking minion wave? Oh. We have a fucking Pyke and me. All she has to do is like hit one fucking spell. One. That's it. Pyke has ult. I had ult. Like, all we need is like one spell ever. I don't know, man. Maybe that was me not needing to go in, but I really feel like we had an opportunity to make a play that could turn the game around, given that their mid laner that has a shutdown and their AD carry that had a shutdown were stuck on one side of their map by themselves. Set doesn't have a shutdown. And he fucking eats you. I mean, we can fight him, but... Yep.
Get that money.
Has destroyed a turret. Down.
See, that's how you play set.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Okay.
Rampage. Shut down.
Come play with me.
Set now has 6 kills. Did not win early, but now has 6 fucking kills.
Where are we going? Okay.
Come on, Pyke. Save your fucking AD carry, man.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill. Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Find some friends.
Your team has destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain.
If we're gonna make a play for Dragon, we need to go there. Oh, fuck.
Enemy has been slain.
Come play with me.
Probably should have just like gone Baron or something. Be smarter, all things considered. But I didn't think about it in time. We picked Set, 7 kills off the map. All of us were on the top side. We could have just gone Baron, let them have Dragon. There's no way they would have
Let's
checked
find
it.
some friends.
Ugh.
Where are we going?
Okay. I mean, we just like straight up lose the fight without our Jinx though.
Okay.
Like, we could have just taken that pit, gotten out. Instead, we traded Jinx and her shutdown. All of a sudden, it really doesn't feel worth it. We gotta give that tower. They're pushing top 2.
An ally has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed.
Go heal up, you ain't doing nobody any good right now.
Come play with me.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Like, why the fuck is Pyke in the middle of mid lane? Like, what the fuck is he doing over there? Like, imagine if we had somebody with an execute ult over there while we're killing people. Like, wouldn't that be grand? Ugh. I think the reason you hate playing into Set is you don't know how to ult sets. Like, You have to save your ult until his shield is gone. Because every time you went to ult him, he had his W and would just eat you. And you lose every time if that happens. Well, of course. That's what he's supposed to do. Now, you're waiting too late to ult. As a Garen, I mean, granted, you were level 14. By that point in the game, you probably should have been closer to 16. But even still, rank 2 ult, you should be able to take him out from like 40% health. And the fact that you're running Ignite too means that you definitely have a lot of killing pressure. Don't wait until he's like 20%. Throw that ult out at like 40%. Your level 1 ult, yeah, that's like 15%. Level 2 ult, that's like 30 to 40% depending on the champion. And then rank 3 ult is like, I don't know, get him down below 3/4, 50%. And you start killing people. But you got to throw that shit out a lot faster. He's still going to ult, because as soon as you start the animation, he's going to press W. So you either need to be ready for him to eat your ult with his W, which is what he did anyway. But at least if you're throwing it out earlier, he doesn't have that life-saving shield at the end. And his shield is probably going to be a lot smaller, right? Because he's not taking as much damage or dealing as much damage or whatever that mechanic is. I don't fucking know. Because the shield is based off of how full his bar is underneath, right? So force him to either use it earlier in the fight, and it doesn't last long anyway, so if it's a small shield and it drops off quickly, somebody else can kill him, which is fine, because we have a Pyke and a Jinx that can also execute on their ults. But he's just eating you up by making you waste your ult, and you're saving your ult so long that he's also getting crazy good value out of his shield. But anyway, Andrew's up, so I'm definitely gotta roll out. I still keep hearing that door open and close over there. All right, man. I'll see ya. GG's.